was a little late. I'm Taylor.
I'm Jamie.
And we are the summer students, and we're here with our plastic-free July, not so plastic-free stuff.
Yes.
So I'll just start going through the plastic I ended up with. I think I brought my pill bottle last time. Some of my plastic actually ended up getting recycled by accident, so we didn't really determine a winner. We both lost in that we had plastic, but we both won. We learned a lot, and we're definitely actually going to use a bunch of this stuff that we learned. I got some ribbon when I bought something. Those little clothing tags, you can't really avoid them. They're even at thrift stores, so unless you can survive on hand-me-downs only, you're going to have clothing tags, but that's okay. I love chocolate, and someone gave these to me for free. So most of the month I actually ate Lindt chocolate because that's plastic-free. So that was good, but they were free, and I figured saving them until August kind of missed the point.
It's a really interesting kind of part of the plastic free is how do you navigate when people give things to you, because it is, a gesture out of kindness. And do you want to say, oh no, sorry, I can't take that because it's got plastic? Or do you want to just say, okay, thank you so much?
It's hard, and it's always different. I got a bunch of little sticky things. These are from a Band-Aid. You can use cotton fabric. Band-Aids are really convenient. This is kind of a whole battle of convenience versus the planet.
Mm-hmm.
So it is an interesting line to walk, and I think so long as you're mostly choosing the planet, you're doing pretty good. A little bit of convenience isn't too bad. Fruit stickers everywhere. You couldn't really not eat them. Fruit's important for your diet. Couldn't really avoid them. But these I could avoid. They're those little sticky notes you can put in books and stuff. But again, they were a gift to me, so I'm using them. But once I run out, I will not be replacing these. A milk lid for almond milk. I don't know why almond milk doesn't come packaged like the 2-liter cartons of dairy milk, but it doesn't. So I got the lid. And then I had a couple jars that I bought that were wrapped around the top with plastic. So I don't really like it. It's actually Adam's peanut butter at Walmart, and I bought Adam's peanut butter before somewhere else, and it didn't have this. I don't know. And then the plastic that I'm most annoyed about is the biggest plastic that I have. And it even says it's biodegradable plastic, which if you were following Ridge Meadows Plastic Free July, is not good or better in any way because it only composts in really specific situations in an industrial composter. And it's not recyclable with other plastics. It needs a separate stream because if you leave it in the sunlight, it'll break down. But oddly enough, this actually was a piece of mail. I got a letter mailed to me, and they put it in a plastic bag. And I don't know why. And
maybe they knew you were doing plastic free July. They did it just
I think
to
so.
slay you.
I don't mind the plastic windows on envelopes. I don't think they're necessary, but I don't mind them the way that I mind this evil thing.
Yeah. On that note, I also received 2 pieces of mail. I know, and I don't know what a better alternative would be for this, because you could go with the paper, but then it's the discussion of, whether or not paper is any better than plastic, and I don't know, how else could you mail something?
I do like that plastic, you can dispose of it better.
Yeah. Because I'm weak, I have 2 bread bags. But this doesn't mean that I ate 2 entire loaves of bread. This means that I caved and I ate 1 piece from this one, which happened to be the last piece. And then I needed more. Another difficult one that I found is pet food bags. I have a rabbit. I'm not cool enough to make my own rabbit food. So, and I haven't found any way to find, or I haven't found any food that's not packaged in this OFPP plastic. So, unfortunate. But,
someone commented.
Ooh.
We need a simpler way to recycle soft plastic. A red bag. Oh, that's an interesting idea. If we could include a bag with that. I really like your comment. Our supervisor's watching right now, so she's got it as well. They will hear that. We don't really have the power to change anything like that, as summer students are, we just got a few months here, and but we really do appreciate that feedback. I think that would be really good too. Anything that makes it easier for people to recycle. I think the main issue would probably be space on the trucks because plastic takes up a huge amount of space. But you've probably realized that if you're saving up your plastic to bring down.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it does actually align with what we're talking about, which is it's choosing convenience or the planet, right? And it can be hard to make the choice, but maybe you could even organize with your neighbors and you could all take turns once a week bringing it down. I don't know if that's feasible for you, but it's just an idea.
Ooh, we have another sneak one. And that is, this came out of, what would you call this?
I don't know.
My boyfriend and I went to McDonald's, and it comes in the sneaky, like it's an entirely paper bag, but then I was looking at the handles, and they have these plastic things on them that to hold the bag together. And I was really upset about it because I didn't expect that. But here we are. I have 2 plastic handles that I ripped out of the bag because commitment.
We also learned that the paper that like burgers come wrapped in also has plastic mixed in with it, and so does parchment paper. They are combined with silicone generally. We didn't keep anything like that at all, but that was disturbing because there isn't really a great way to dispose of it then. So we were frustrated. But yeah.
Speaking of things that we didn't really count, we do have some missing items just because it's difficult to bring it in, and they're not always things that belong to you, like the public soap. How do you get past public soap apart from bringing your own bar of soap?
I couldn't do
Like
it.
a weirdo.
I'm really happy carrying utensils, and I got a straw, and I made a t-shirt bag
It's beautiful.
for shopping. It's really hard to show off properly on screen, but anyways, it's a lot of fun. But I just, eventually you've got a really enormous pack that you have to carry with you everywhere, and I think you have to draw the line somewhere on convenience versus the planet, and we drew it at soap.
Yeah.
And also toilet paper.
Yeah.
We didn't find any paper wrapped stuff, and we're not willing to do family cloth. You can look that up if you haven't heard of it. So, toilet paper. And I also used toothpaste the whole month because I was afraid of our toothpaste. I have had bad teeth in the past, and so I wouldn't do it.
Yeah, it's a weird line of whether or not you trust your own natural products. But another one is lids. Lids for things like olive oil or the stopper on the olive oil. Essential oil, I use the vitamin E oil thing. It comes in a glass jar, but it's got the plastic lid and dropper. So I did not bring that because it's still basically full. What else? Oh, dog waste bags. I know that you can build a compost. I actually just found that out a couple days ago. So that's something that I would like to look into. So if anyone composts their dog waste or has any ideas on how to deal with that in a more earth-friendly way, I'd love to hear it. And then we could talk about what would we do differently.
Yeah. I would make bread in batches. I made my own bread for the whole month, and every 2 days I had to make new bread. That got tiring.
I would make bread in
It's a
general
silly thing.
because I'm, again, a weak person.
I would actually go and buy bulk pasta because I love pasta. What was the biggest lesson of our experience?
Time management.
Yeah,
Time
also
management.
like that the world is really not set up to do this at all. Savon has got a great bulk aisle. Superstores is really good too. Safeway doesn't really have a bulk aisle. So
Walmart actually has a new bulk aisle. I'm not sure if that's new. It's new for me. But,
new to us. But
but yeah, that it's just it takes a lot of problem solving, planning,
to do
yeah.
it because Walmart has a bulk aisle. So there's that.
I found that I ate a lot healthier in general because you're not buying all the processed packaged stuff.
Freezer food.
Yeah, I missed freezer food, but it's okay.
But it was better for us. And like candies, so many candies. You know, because it's all the convenience stuff that's
Yeah.
also bad for you. But another thing I learned was that plastic is everywhere. And I was eating these as breakfast most days. It's an instant oatmeal packet. But then at the very end of the month, I learned that not only are they lined with plastic, they're not recyclable at all. So that was disappointing.
Rest in peace.
And I've been adding contaminants to the recycling for a while.
Oh. That's the problem. Is it's so hard to tell what something could sneak in there like that, and you have no idea, and you think that you're doing the best thing you could possibly be doing, and you feel good about doing good for the planet, and then all of a sudden you're like, oh, this wasn't actually helping. So, but it's nice to learn these things, and that's another lesson, I guess, for us is not to get discouraged about being wrong about things.
And I'm
keep
not
trying.
discouraged. I'm really
Yeah.
encouraged. So many people came up to us and
Yeah.
said, oh, it's the plastic women, and talked to us about how it had inspired them or people they knew to try and reduce how much plastic they used. And I think the more people that do that, the more the world will be set up to do it. And it'll become easier for everyone to, bring your own bulk bags or whatever and cut back on freezer food. And I think it does have impacts that reach far beyond just environmental impacts.
Definitely.
Not that those aren't important.
And I mean, our group was fantastic too. We're super inspired by everyone who was in that. Super great engagement from a whole bunch of people. If you haven't seen it, it's Ridge Meadows Plastic Free July. We're going to leave it up for a while and leave it up for the summer students next year. And it's been great seeing all the people in the community that are really dedicated to trying and making an effort. It's amazing. So
Yeah, it's been really cool. And you know what? Overall, actually, it's crazy that trying so hard, we still had so much plastic. And I feel good about it still because I know we would have had a lot more otherwise.
And now we've set a bar for next year when we do this challenge again, because obviously we're going to do it again.
Continuity.
Yeah.
And there are so many things from this that I will continue doing, like the straws and Avigo and the cloth bags, and the deodorant we made was amazing. Coconut oil, arrowroot powder, and baking soda. Highly recommend it.
It's fantastic.
And it's so easy to get started. Those things aren't ridiculously priced. And, like straws, if you have water bottles, this is a straw off a water bottle, and it's perfect. And I also bought a stainless steel straw, but I actually prefer my X water bottle straw. So, and it's free. It's been really great. Thanks to everyone who watched all of this.
Thank you so
And
much.
yeah, you can keep posting questions if you have more, and we'll get to them later.
Yeah.
All right, thanks everyone.
Bye, guys.